Hey, welcome back everybody. It's D with D's Tackle Box, and man, it is cold outside. It's about 9 degrees or something like that, and it feels way colder than that. So the wind is blowing. Man, it's just crazy. And we're expecting what about exactly 6 or 7 days from now to be like 76 degrees out here. So you can imagine the kind of confusion it sets in for all these fish swimming out there and the plants and all that good stuff. But hey, we're in winter and we need the cold. Um, I like spending the time fishing in winter because there's no mosquitoes, so there's that. Today I got a couple of lures here lined up that I was going to talk to y'all about. I know last time I told y'all about the tadpoles, and I know we've seen a couple of them, and most of you people go out there and find these on eBay or garage sales or flea markets and stuff. And you see this one here, the way it has the gold on the eyes like that. That is different from, let's say, this one here that has no gold, no face, and it's pretty much just the lure itself. And you can see it's stenciled there on the belly, and the other one is the same. Let me see, the gold one has it in gold letters there. See? And I wanted to show y'all some differences because I believe from what I've learned, this model here with the early gold eyes is the one that comes before, but this one seems to have some different hardware. If you notice, the hardware is embedded in the lure, and it's a flat brass type of hardware. Let's see if I can get you closer here. It's trying to concentrate on me back here, but I was trying to show you how the hardware on this one is a flat hardware, and it comes in, let's see, you get a little bit of a glimpse. Let me see here. Come on, thing. I was hoping I could show you this flat brass piece back here, but for some reason this stupid thing ain't working. So let's just continue to flow with this. This one here has some hardware that it's flat. It's very different from the surface hardware, the bells and stuff that the rest of these have. You can see it kind of sticking out there on the lip area, but see the tail's got the bell, or actually the hook tied onto that same piece that comes out of the body there. On the other ones, the one with the gold eyes, they're surface hardware like the river runts and the chuggers and all that. So I got to find out a little bit more about when this version came out like that, because I also found the small size on both of these, and they got the same thing where the gold eyes has the cupped hardware. See, there goes a little face. And the other one with no eyeballs, no face, has the same flat hardware that goes right there. See? So I was going to try to figure that one out so we can, I believe the eyes came first and then it went away with the other ones in the 60s or 70s, I believe, because the eyes, I believe these gold eyes one came out in the 50s. And I should have done more research before I did this video on that, just so that we're correct on the dates and everything. But I just really wanted to show you all the differences in the new and the old. And look at this. See these are the newer, more modern type. You got the same stenciling and all that good stuff. And then you got the pair of the little ones, the little one and the gold eye one. See, and they're both different sizes, but the exact same setup, hardware and everything. And now, like I said, I believe the eyes came first, so they're probably from the 50s, and then the no eyes are either late 60s or early 70s, I believe, because there was a span of time there where they just stopped producing that tadpole spook. And before it was called the tadpole spook. They also switched the name when they stopped making it. I think in like 64, 65, they switched the name on that sucker, And when they started, well, actually, when they started making it again in 1969 to 70, they had some Canadian factory producing the Tad Poly Spook, and they dropped the name Spook and they just called it Coho. And so I have one of those here. Let me see. I have one of those. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? This one here. So then this is a very early 70s packaging, because this one says Coho on it, and it's the Tad Poly with the no eyes. You see? There's no eyeballs on that. Or actually, I think this one has the cream eyes, because that was the 70s. Let me see. If I'm not mistaken, I believe, yep. Has some little cream or white eyes back there. Let's see if we can get it on the camera here. There you go. They're back there. You can see the eyeballs on there. So this is, I think that's between, or what is it, 70, 69, 70s, 70 to 75-ish or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong. I am not a Tad Poly Spook guy. I just have picked up quite a bit of them, and I just add them as I go to my boxes and things like that. Now, you guys, some of you guys know a lot about this model. I know because I've seen some collections out there that are really awesome. I don't have that kind of knowledge on the Tad Polys. Man, our storm is pushing doors open and all that good stuff. Give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back now. Man, it's really getting windy out here. It's like probably 30, 40 mile per hour winds out there. Trees are shaking up. Popped the door open out of the shop here right now. So, yeah, it's a cold one out there today. Well, with that difference in temperature comes a lot of the different activity on the water. A lot of guys go ice fishing, some don't. Some already done did their fishing for the year, put everything up or whatever. Well, we are always 24/7, you know, all year round, just pretty much always finding lures and always putting them up for sale in our pages and groups and stuff on eBay, whatever. But we're also always meeting interesting people and talking history. And I got to meet a couple of people the other day that added some lures to my collection of Billy Bass lures. And I'll put that in right here so you can see the little click button here, so that way you can go check out some of those collections of lures that we got set up. And I wanted to talk to y'all about some other lures that I found in that tackle box. See, these right here, if you know what this one is, then you already know the Head and Torpedo, right? The Head and Tiny Torpedo, that's what that one is, and it's in bullfrog. You know, iconic color for any lure, pretty much, but you know the head and pattern, they have a bunch of those. This one here was sold to me as a head in a different lot, and this is actually a Tackle Industries Tiny Top, and this is pretty cool because I think the guy he just thought it was a head that he hadn't seen before. I knew what it was, I think, at that time, because I had a couple more of them, but I didn't really care. I wanted to add a couple of wannabe head and torpedoes. And I say wannabe, I know a lot of people say, well, that company was around as well, but I'm just talking about from my point of view, from the Head and brand. These are an imitation of, and they actually feel heavier on these than these do, but I don't know. Tackle Industries Tiny Top. I'll show you. You can see the seam right there, but I'll show you the stencil there. It says Tiny Top. And then this one here, your all-time favorite Head and Torpedo. It's got tons of bass. And while I'm here, I'm going to show you another one that I think it's a Paw Paw or Moonlight, one of those brands that had the old wooden torpedoes. Check this one out. This is a wooden torpedo, but you can tell it's an older wooden one, you know, and you see the eyeballs flush with the body. Pretty cool, old, interesting lures. To share this one as well, just show y'all this one because it's an older model, the ones with the seam a little bit further back, and you can tell because it tends to they tend to crease right there along that piece around where the hardware is at. So check it out. It's going to be on eBay probably. Got to decide what we're going to do with that one. And I got one more This one is a 2004 model. Look at that. But this one actually says head in, what is it? Zara Spook 2004, and then it says sway back on the front there. I like that. It's an original 2005 piece, and it's still sealed in the box, brand new. I think this is the Smith Head and Color 2H S2H. That's a nice Zara Spook right there. You won't see many of those laying around. But anyways, check us out on the internet, on the Facebook groups or whatever. We're all over eBay with some of these lures that we got here. I just wanted to share a couple of these frogs with you so you can see the differences in a couple of the brands and a couple of the ages and things like that. I'll be back with some interesting fishing reviews on a couple of lures that we got lined up for you guys. We did a couple of Rebel and Norman comparisons, and we're going to put those out here so we can all enjoy a couple of fishing tales while we're doing all this stuff. So I'll get back with you guys again, and we'll load up another video, and we'll talk to you all then. Till next time, fish out.